Hi, everybody. I'm back. And on our last little session, I was talking about being at my Aunt Marmar's in Tulsa. And it's about December. I had a little memory come back after I finished taping that. And the month of November, sorry, when I was there, it was around Thanksgiving and it was 1963. And it's when JFK was assassinated. And I had a close affiliation with JFK through our school. And I just absolutely got so depressed, and I thank goodness for Marmar because she helped me get through it. And during that time, I developed mononucleosis. I'm not even sure if mononucleosis is around now, but probably not as heavy as it was back then. But I was sick for about a week. And during that time, I had a lot of time to lay around and think, now what am I going to do with my life? I was helping her with the kids, but I thought, do I want to go to school? Do I want to do something in business? Because while I was in school, I was going to major in English when I went to college, but I took some business courses and I excelled at shorthand. And I was taking shorthand at 140 words a minute. That's pretty darn fast. You know why? Because they had us do the news the night before in shorthand. Try doing that in shorthand if you know how to do shorthand. It's pretty fast. So I thought, well, I'm good at that. I'm good at dealing with people, I think, and I do have an English background, so maybe there's something I could find out in the world. Well, one day my Uncle Glenn came home and he worked for Warren Petroleum, who had just now become Gulf Oil. And he goes, "Hey, there's a job posted and I think you might want to check into it." And I said, "What is it?" And he said, "It's a receptionist, part time secretary for W.K. Warren." And I said, "Well, isn't he the guy that owns the company?" And he said, "Yep, but he just now sold it to Gulf Oil and he's the chairman of the board. He's moving up to the top floor and he wants a receptionist who has a Catholic background. And you're Catholic." And that's what he was looking for. And I said, "Well, I wonder why he wants somebody with a Catholic background." He said, "Well, go interview and find out." So I did. And what it was is he wanted somebody with the skills that could do some secretarial for his CFO, and then the greeter when he had visitors come in, because he had a lot of well known people come through that office, which I'll tell you about somebody in a minute. And a lot of people he was working with through the St. John Vianney School for Boys. So I got the job. I couldn't believe it. I got the job. Sarah J. Quinn was his personal secretary, and she handled all their home business and the work business. He was now the chairman of the board of Gulf Oil, and he had a CFO who was almost, I think he was 90 years old. I don't know. But that 140 words a minute did not help me at all, taking dictation from him, because he fell asleep half the time he was dictating to me. So that was very interesting. And I got a story to tell you about that, about myself too, a little bit later. So I had a great time working for W.K. Warren. He actually came to my wedding when I got married later. And during that time, I met people like the Secretary of Defense, Robert McNamara. I can't even remember some of the different people that came through that door, but it was an exciting, exciting time. And what I learned then too is I should have been putting my money away that he was giving me, because it was good money, putting it in stock. But instead, I was buying cute shoes, and I'm still doing that. So let's move along, because the next time I talk to you, I'm going to tell you about the first boy I ever dated. Bye.